All right, guys, so welcome to the complete Instagram marketing growth tips course, Instagram Shortcuts. I'm really excited to bring this to you. Got a lot of valuable content here to share with you to help you grow your Instagram and basically shortcut the time from where you are to where you want to be, whatever that is. If you're trying to build brand awareness, this will help you. If you're trying to just grow your Instagram for, social proof or notoriety amongst your peers, this will help you. If you're trying to become an influencer, this will help you. If you're trying to get brand deals and sponsorships, this will help you. If you're trying to generate traffic or grow a business via Instagram and utilize Instagram to acquire customers, this will help you. Insert whatever you want here related to Instagram. This will help you. So let's go over a quick overview of exactly what's going to be taught in this course and in what specific order, my take on a bunch of different things. And obviously, as we progress and as time accrues, I will add more lectures into this. So the basic overview of this might slightly change if for whatever reason there's an update, or for whatever reason I feel like I come across a new strategy that can really, really help you guys out. I'll add it to the course. So the structure of the course and the lectures might change very, very slightly. But right now, at the launch of the course, this is the main overall order and lectures. So Instagram TV, we're going to cover really fast. I'm going to say why you shouldn't invest in Instagram TV. Don't invest your time in Instagram TV, at least yet. In my opinion, I think it's going to fail. I'm going to outline exactly why and exactly why I don't think that you should really spend a lot of your time and utilize a lot of your time with Instagram TV. I think it's a fad. I think it's going to be out the door in about a year or two, and not many people are using it. This lecture will cover why. Then we'll talk about how to grow on Instagram, everybody's favorite topic. So I'll go over 5 tips to grow on Instagram. Then I'll cover 5 more tips to grow on Instagram. I'll cover more tips to grow on Instagram. As you can see here, very, very great titles. I really thought these out. But no, literally, it's just straight to the point. It's like 5 tips to grow on Instagram. Implement these. These will help you. 5 more tips to grow on Instagram that I'm implementing right now that are really helping me out. And if you do the same thing, they'll help you. Same thing overall with the tips right here. And then how to grow on Instagram by engaging with other related pages in your niche. And basically, without getting too into it, because I have an entire lecture on it, obviously, you want to engage with other niche pages to build brand awareness with their followers, as well as potentially get them to engage back, because once you increase the engagement in your niche, you're going to build brand awareness in that niche and so on and so forth. I won't get too in depth of it in the intro. Then we're going to talk about how to grow your Instagram by target following. This is not for everybody, but for the people specifically that might be trying to grow a business and generate traffic to a bio link, this is really, really going to help you out. It's also going to help you out to grow your Instagram too, but take it with a grain of salt and only utilize it for certain instances. Watch that lecture. It's really going to help you too. Then we're going to talk about some other Instagram tips that I've thrown in here. I kind of just threw them all into the same thing. I plan on, as I add more going forward, I might categorize these into different different kind of course sections. But for right now, they're just in a bunch in others. So ask a question from your audience in the actual post, in the actual picture, is really going to increase your engagement. You can't obviously, abuse that. You can't do that every single post, or it's going to lose its value and it's going to lose its oomph, essentially. But if you do it once in a while, it's really going to increase your engagement on those posts. I'll cover how to do that, why, and how to actually implement it in there. So then we're going to talk about how, would you follow you? That's a question that I always ask people when I'm talking about growing on Instagram and what their page is about. And it's something I ask myself every single day in every single post. It's, would I follow myself? And we're going to talk about having a page worth following, because a lot of people are looking for these tips and these, all these, 5 tips to grow on Instagram, how to grow on Instagram overnight, how to get 1,000 followers in the next week, how to get 10,000, all these little hacks and tricks. And all those can help somewhat in a certain degree, but the key factor that they're leaving out is having a page worth following and actually having good content, so that when you do the tips or the tricks to get people to your content and get more eyes on it, people actually want to follow you. So I'll cover that in an entire lecture. Then we'll talk about less is more when it comes to hashtags. You don't always just want to drop in 30 hashtags. We'll cover that in that lecture. Then we'll talk about liking posts on relevant hashtags for more traffic and more brand awareness. We'll cover every social media platform that you can utilize to grow. And it looks like I threw that in there twice. I have to check that out really fast. But that shouldn't be both lectures in there. But you want to utilize every social media platform to grow your Instagram, right? So YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, literally anything across the board. Snapchat, it's all going to funnel traffic to your Instagram and vice versa. Grow them all. It will pay off exponentially in the future, instead of just trying to grow on Instagram and only grabbing people and followers that are currently surfing the Instagram app. So Then we'll talk about using Instagram like a community. Kind of ties back into, commenting and liking on other niche pages, but use it as a community. You shouldn't just go up there and post something and leave, because that's literally, that's what Instagram doesn't want, right? They want to see that you're an engaged user, and then obviously the traffic. And if you give to the platform, essentially what this lecture is about, it will give back to you tenfold. But you have to give. You can't just post a picture, hashtag it with 15 relevant hashtags, and then expect to grow overnight. It doesn't work like that, okay? Because Instagram is a community. We'll talk about when to post on Instagram. We'll also talk about who you're following and why that matters, and then how to clean up your Instagram so that you can increase your engagement and grow organically. Then we'll talk about Instagram story tips. So how to create awesome Instagram story tips, how to create posts for Instagram stories, and how to get more views on your Instagram stories before I tie it all up into a nice little bow for you. So welcome to the course. Let's jump in to the lectures.